Welcome everybody. So I have this trending story here, and I put some slides. And I put some slides with it. Okay, and decided to go live with this one on a public stream, and we're on all three of the channels. You see those two, and when it's all said and done, this one will remain right here. Daily Decodes 81. So you see that, and you see right here, driver pleads guilty to reduced charge in Vermont crash that killed actor Treat Williams. I am not familiar with the character, but the pics, the slides came together rather nice. He kind of looks familiar. We'll play a couple news clips over here. This is from 23, right? Let me pull this up. It's trending, but the death was here. I'll show you right here. You see that? Treat Williams death date. You see? Now it pops up again, trending right here. Okay, so we'll move forward. I see that one person is in here. Hopefully you're a real person. Right? So we learned together. Oh, as that person disappeared now. So maybe a robot. That's cool. I have time. Richard Treat Williams was an American actor. His portrayal of Dr. Andy Brown on the WB's Everwood. You see that 2002 to 2006 right there. Again, not familiar. Oh, let's go. Let me go play these real quick. All right, let me share. All right, let's play this.
Everyone, thanks so much for joining us here at 4 o'clock. I'm Trishna Begum.
And I'm Lydia Colbita. We have new developments tonight in the case against the driver charged with causing a crash that killed actor Treat Williams in Dorset, Vermont last year.
35-year-old Ryan Koss accepting that plea deal today that will allow him to avoid prison time. Members of Williams's family were in court for today's hearing. Despite the pain they're going through, they had an unexpected message for Koss.
I've spent months now going through my head of all the things that I could say that would be hurtful, and I don't want to do that.
Instead, Treat Williams' son, Gil, sat across from the driver, Ryan Koss, who hit and killed his father last June, and forgave him in this Vermont courtroom.
And just say that I do forgive you, and I hope you forgive yourself. And I don't want you to go to prison.
Koss will not be going to prison after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor of negligent operation that resulted in death. He was trying to make a left turn on Route 30 in Dorset, Vermont when he...
No prison, huh?
And I
First time watching the video.
Want you to go to prison.
Koss will not be going to prison after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor of negligent operation that resulted in death. He was trying to make a left turn on Route 30 in Dorset, Vermont, when he hit the actor who was riding his...
Route 30. Route 30. I need to... Let me check that real quick on the side here. Okay, I don't see where that hits, but I will make a mental note. And again, I have slides already. This is already said and done, right? Okay, so let's go back over there. This is where we're at right here.
Motorcycle. Koss, who has no criminal history, knew Williams through Vermont's theater community.
It was my responsibility to avoid that from happening, especially to Pam, Gil, and Ellie. I'm so sorry. For my healing and for my family, I had to do this.
Gil's final message to the driver who's forever changed his family was this.
You just weren't looking, and you were negligent and incompetent that day. And that's as far as my anger with this goes, because I know you didn't mean to do it.
The judge today giving Koss a deferred sentence, meaning that he will not be spending any time in
Deferred
prison. But
sentence.
as a part of his probation, he will have his driver's license revoked for a year. If he commits a crime or violates probation within the next year, he could face up to 2 years in prison.
Wow. So off rather light there. Okay, I'll add as we learn about this. Back to this. All right. So here's the character right here. Now the show was from 2002 to 2006, I believe is what it said. All right. That should be the thumbnail right there. Okay, so in the emotional hearing on Friday, right, and you see that you see this is trending, right? Right here. What now? Did I say the date? Now we are on Sunday, March 10th, 2024, right? So you see this Friday right here. Okay, Koss apologized, offered condolences to Williams' family and fans. The managing creative director of the Dorset Theater Festival in Vermont knew Williams for years as a member of the tight-knit community, as well as a fellow theater member, and considered him a friend. Let me check my volume. My volume? Yeah, okay, that appears to be good. You know, am live here. Appreciate y'all. Okay. So let's get into the numbers, right? I am Math Tucon. You know, Matthew is my name. Look at this span. Okay, we saw the death date right there to the upcoming birthday, which he never saw, right? Look at the 173-day span. Driver pleads guilty. Okay, pleads guilty 173. You just have to reverse the alphabet. All right. So that's a nice start. Very nice start right there. Look at that. It's right in the title. Look at that. Right? June 12th, he dies. And then he has the 12/1 birthday. And 121 on that birthday, that does equal BLOODSACRIFICE. Right? You know, just saying there. So let's move forward. Okay. Everwood and Vermont. Okay. Dr. Andrew Andy Brown, goes by Dr. Andy Brown, right, is a main character in every season of the WB drama series Everwood. He is the widowed husband of Julia Brown and is a single father to his children, Ephraim and Delia Brown. He is portrayed by Treat Williams. See? Right there. Over his career, he earned nominations for a Golden Globe Award, Primetime Emmy Award, and an Independent Spirit Award. Okay, Dr. Andy Brown, 57 in reduction. Vermont crash. Again, it's right in the title. It's right in the title. 57. Okay, just that. That's all the ciphers that we're using right here. You see? That'll be reduction. Look at the chart. It's pretty simple. Again, it shows one person in here. What's going on? Leave a comment. How are you doing? You know, these are all the ciphers. You see ordinal, reverse, and just the reduction the reverse way. So that's it. 57, you see? Everwood. Let me pull up this Everwood here in a separate tab over here. Let's take a closer look. Everwood. Let's see. Let me move my coffee cup. Do I get a Wikipedia here? No. No Wikipedia. Okay. Oh, it got canceled. All right. So right there, 2002 to 2006. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Excuse me. Let's zoom in over here. A widowed brain surgeon from Manhattan moves his 2 children to the small mountain town of Everwood, Colorado. Is that the same one? Yeah, that's it, right? 2002 to 2006. I see the final episode date over there on the right. All right, we see if we may be able to add anything at the end there. All right, here it is. There's some episodes there. All right. Yeah, there we go. World-renowned brain surgeon, Dr. Andrew Brown. Okay, yeah, what I just read right there. Which he chooses because of his late wife's emotional attachment to the town. Okay. He leaves Manhattan and moves to Everwood, Colorado. And so the character who pleads guilty here, he's aged 35. And again, this is trending, but notice that 35 on the arrow right there. Okay, a Vermont man, Friday, 2 days ago now, pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of negligent driving. You see that? Resulting in the death here. But notice the numbers, right? Ryan Koss is the name. You get 32, 94, and 49. Okay, and it syncs up with guilty and crash. Just in the language, and I want you to notice the 94, 49. Okay, and you see the 32s, but focus on the 94, 49s as well. And we see the 35 on the age. Look at that. Treat equals 35. Williams equals 35. Look at the birthday. The 335th day of the year, like 35. 12/1. And that's gonna vary, right, based on whatever leap years or whatever. But you see that, right? That might be based on, actually, let's break away and look at that real quick. But you see the 35s, 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 age 35, right? The driver. And there's more on that. I do want to look at that birthday. We'll put in 1951 and watch how the year is going to hit as well. Oh, okay. I already have this right here. So the 335th. Oh, that's the upcoming birthday that he never saw. Ooh. Look at that 30. There's that 30. Didn't they say it was on Route 30? And you see how the 35 hits right there. Look at that. Let's rewind that video now. Treat equals 35, Williams 35, and the driver pleads guilty, age 35. And there is, like, I think 2 more in the presentation. Let's catch this 30 now. Let's go back to the video over here. Let's check this out. I mean, come on, the numbers. Okay, sympathy again with any victims, any tragedy out there, always sympathy, but it's just shedding a light on this numbers thing more and what's going on
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here at 4 o'clock. I'm Trishna Begum.
And I'm Lydia Colbita. We have new developments tonight in the case against the driver charged with causing a crash that killed actor Treat Williams in Dorset, Vermont last year.
35-year-old Ryan Koss accepting that plea deal today that will allow him to avoid prison time. Members of Williams's family
You know
were in
what?
court for today's
Wow. You know what? Here, let's hit that 30 real quick. Dang.
hearing. Despite the pain they're going through, they had an unexpected message for Koss.
I've spent months now going through my head of all the things that I could say that would be hurtful, and I don't want to do that.
Instead, Treat Williams' son, Gil, sat across from the driver, Ryan Koss, who hit and killed his
Coming up.
father last June, and forgave him in this Vermont courtroom.
And just say that I do forgive you, and I hope you forgive yourself. And I don't want you to go to prison.
Koss will not be going to prison after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor of negligent operation that resulted in death. He was trying to make a left turn on Route 30 in Dorset, Vermont,
Route
when
30.
he hit the accident that resulted in death. He was trying to make a left turn on Route 30 in Dorset, Vermont.
Route 30. Okay. Dead on the day, leaving, or born on the day, leaving 30 days in the year. Excuse me if I did say it wrong earlier. I may have said it wrong earlier. Look, that's the birthday. And remember, 121 equals blood sacrifice. Okay. And this is just the language and the numbers. It's not my opinion. And again, the 335, like 35 with that birthday. Now we can add to that, right? And again, Ryan Koss, age 35. And again, notice the 94s, 49s. But look at that on the chopper synced up with another article here. When I was doing my research, you should be able to see that 35 up there. It may be like a 135 or a N lowercase L. But anyways, that's interesting with 35. And this isn't the same article. Oh, and that reminds me, because you see motorcycle crash, passes away at 71. But look at the 35 comments right there. I don't know, is that out of, I don't know what necessarily, but it's on the article. You see that? Actor Treat Williams passes away at 71. And look at the 71. And they kept mentioning he avoided prison, Ryan Koss. Something I just hit on, prison equals 71. Okay, and this character gone at 71. Wow, and prison equals 35. Look. And prison equals 35 with the 71 dead at age 71. That's absolutely amazing. And look, a 3-month, 5-day span. You see that? That's Friday. Pleads guilty. 3-month, 5-day span from that day to the upcoming death anniversary. What are the odds? And look at Friday's date, 3/8. 38 murder, death, killing, RIP. But 83, you know, the reflection of that equals murder and morgue. And again, that's not my opinion. All right. Again, that's not my opinion. And wow, the 35s are just hitting, aren't they? The 35s are just hitting in this one. You know, are these actors? Well, we know supposedly one's an actor, right? I don't know. I'm going to say both. But look at how 227 is the 49th prime number. I told you about that 49, right? Motorcycle crash, 227. Again, the 49th prime. You see? 50-year career, including starring roles in the TV series, again, Everwood, and the movie Hair, has died after a motorcycle crash in Vermont. I need to look at that a little bit more. But that 49th Prime 227 motorcycle crash, remember? Come on, pleads guilty. The driver, the name equals 49 in reverse reduction, as does crash. And look at the 94 in guilty, y'all. Okay, that's pretty undeniable right there, wouldn't you say? That's pretty undeniable. Let's look at over here. So this would be video, that's the current video, right? Synced up with the new article here in the pleading guilty, right? So here's the original video after the crash over here. So this is WKYC channel 3 right here. Let me set it up here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. We'll go right there.
We learned tonight that actor Treat Williams has died. Family says he was killed in a motorcycle accident yesterday in Vermont. Williams was known by many as the troubled detective in the Sidney Lumet drama Prince of the City, the musical Hair, and the television series Everwood.
Hair.
Treat Williams was 71 years old.
With prison equaling 71, let's look at
We
that
learned tonight
hair.
that actor Treat Williams.
Let's look at the hair. Let's put it in the calculator. I might pull it up real quick. Hair. 36, 27, 72, and 27. All right. There was something I had with the 172. Remember the 173 day? Was it the span we hit on earlier? Was it the death or the article from the birthday? Whatever it was, but without the span is 172 that we hit on. I just see a 7 there. Oh yeah, right here. Let me show you. Yeah. I see 36 numerology on the upcoming birthday right there that he never saw. You see that? Hair, I guess the movie. Let's see what the release date is since they mentioned it over here. Movie Hair release date. March 14th. 143, 1979. Murder and morgue equals 79. Let's see. 143, so 14/3. All right, let's see where that hits over here. So let me go back to the presentation. All right, so you see that, and it said again that they were friends, or they were connected already. Koss was turning left into a parking lot in a Honda SUV on June 12th when he collided with Williams' oncoming motorcycle in Dorset. I should enter that as well. Police said Williams, 71, of Manchester Center, who was wearing a helmet, suffered critical injuries and was airlifted to Albany Medical Center in Albany, New York, where he was pronounced dead, police said, right? After the crash, Koss called Williams' wife to tell her what happened, said Bennington County State's Attorney Erica Marthridge, who said Koss from the beginning has taken responsibility for the accident. Okay. And that's interesting with the language, how Treat Williams, you get 162 right there, 4 words. Okay, and then the death date 126, and that happens to be the 163, 163rd day of the year. That's just kind of interesting with that. And what about this? What about that right there? Treat, reverse the alphabet right there. And is that really the first name or nickname? I have to look at that again. 71, dead at 71. Okay. And prison again equaled 71. They kept saying how, is it Ryan Koss, the name? They kept saying how he avoided prison, right, for all of this. I like that background. Well, let's see what's up. Let me put this one. Yeah, I guess we'll try that for right now. And earlier, right? I think I hit that earlier. Vermont. This is where this is out of. And again, Vermont's right in the title, 107, like Everwood. You know, without the 0, 17, KILL equals 17. SACRIFICE, sacrifice equals 170, like 17. But those 17s, when you reflect that, again, 71, right? And treat equals 71. And you see those 37s as well. Sacrifice equals 73. So you get the 37 on the reflections. Okay. And take note, look, born in 51, motorcycle equals 51, right? And let me show you this again. Look at the reverse reduction right there. You know, so Q is going to act as the 10th letter when you run the alphabet in reverse. So you see it reduces to 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1. You see it? And then P, the 11th, 1 plus 1 is 2. So reduce, you see that? That's it, okay? It's probably what? It's not difficult, but out of the 4, maybe the toughest to explain, but not really because you see it right there, okay? You know, I mean, motorcycle crash. Is it more obvious right there? Everwood. What is the meaning of Everwood? Let's see. Let's see what the meaning of Everwood is. Pull it up. Everwood meaning. Oh my gosh, I gotta zoom in. Let's zoom in. All right. The name of Everwood gives you a practical, shrewd nature with interests in business and the world of finance. You judge most things by their material value. Oh, that's interesting. And then it says, does Everwood, Colorado exist? That's where that show's based out of. Okay, there we go. Fictional small town of Everwood, Colorado. Brain surgeon. Let me put that. Let me see what that hits on real quick. I like this new chair I bought, by the way. Let's do this. Let's put brain surgeon in here. Look at, you get the 73. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Look at the 143. Sacrifice equals 62 and 73 again, right? And we saw the 37s earlier. Look at that 143. That's the release date of that movie Hair. And they said that he's synced up with that movie. There it is. On the fly. On the fly, 143. On the fly. Look at that. Brain surgeon in the show. Not Hair, but Everwood. Look at that. Bam. And you get the 40-second prime in there as well. Interesting. And look at the 73. Let's show this Wow, we're 36 slides in already. Let's see if it goes back. And they said route 30 and born on the day, leaving 30. Where is it at? That must have been one of the first. Right there, Vermont 37, Everwood 37. And you get 73 brain surgeon right there. So I'll fast forward easier. I'll go 30, maybe like that. There we go, exactly where we were. All right. Bam. That's that. And it's a shame that nobody could have joined on this one, but that's fine. Unlimited lives. And you see that presentation hit nice. Shout out to the new subscribers on Daily Decodes 81. All right. You know, it does make my day knowing people, if it is accurate, if the numbers are accurate, if people are viewing it. Okay. I do put a little bit of work into the slides. I think it's very, very easy to see through these stories, right? And this character does kind of look like a few other characters out there. And what's with the name Treat? Oh, you know what? I never entered the full name. I didn't enter the full name. Let's check that out real quick. On the fly, let's see. Richard. That's interesting that Richard equals 128. Shout out to Richard West, because that 128 is huge every time he joins a live. And we're synced up by numbers. I need to let him know. That's interesting right there, because that's my last name's O'Connor too. That's Sinead O'Connor's birthday, December 8th. Wow, that's amazing. One person keeps popping in and popping out. Hey, hi. YouTube handler, maybe? Let's put the full name in. Okay, so Richard Treat Williams, was that it? 97, 137, the 33rd prime. I see right there. Let's pull this up. See, right here, trending. Driver involved in Treat Williams' fatal crash pleads guilty. Reduced charge. Okay, you see all that? All right. So let me look at that full name again. 137. You get the mix up. Okay, 223. That's interesting, man, because he died in the year 23. So Richard Treat Williams. Come on. So Treat's got to be a middle name, nickname. I'm going to take that away and see what we get. Dead in the year 23. Come on the fly with that. Now let's get rid of the middle name. Look how Richard Williams equals 102, born in the 12th month. 102 like 12. Look how Williams equals 35. You see how Williams equals 35? What's the number that hit the biggest in this presentation? 35, because the driver that pled guilty, Ryan Koss, and look at the 173 span with pleads guilty. Death date to the birthday, Treat Williams, but the 35, right? A lot of slides. Age 35, Ryan Koss. Remember? Treat equals 35, Williams 35. Upcoming birthday, which he never saw in the year 23. 335th day of the year, like 35. You see a 35 on the chopper in this other article about this incident. You see it right there? 35 comments. Is that on the article? 35 comments. Last name 35. Hello? You see that? Yeah, right. Add to the world stage. That's add to the world stage. You see that, right? No matter what you do, it's just going to hit like that. Okay? What else was I going to check? But you see that? Now, we are in the year 2024, 2024 added up. 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. Remember, Taylor equals 35, okay? Synced up with the Super Bowl victory. OT equals 35. Super Bowl is 1 in OT. Right? 3 Super Bowls in 5 years for the Chiefs. So, just to hit on that 35 a little bit more. See that? That's why we're here. Let's just look at Crash again real quick. Crash has that 86 to get rid of. So amazing. Let's play this again right here. And it said Route 30 or whatever. Again, and his birthday leaves 30 days in the year.
Afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here at 4 o'clock. I'm Trishna Begum.
And I'm Lydia Colbita. We have new developments tonight in the case against the driver charged with causing a crash that killed actor Treat Williams in Dorset, Vermont last year.
35-year-old Ryan Koss accepting that plea deal today that will allow him to avoid prison time. Members of Williams's family were in court for today's hearing. Despite the pain they're going through, they had an unexpected message for Koss.
I've spent months now going through my head of all the things that I could say.
What's his son's name?
That would be hurtful.
Look at this
and I don't want to
character
do
real
that.
quick.
Instead, Treat Williams' son, Gil,
37 minutes on the live, not bad.
Koss.
Hold on. Trey Gill?
Hurtful, and I don't want to do that.
Instead, Treat Williams' son, Gil, sat across from the driver.
Is his name Gil Williams, though? Let me look. Is Gil Williams Treat Williams' son? I didn't put Jill. Gil. Daughter Ellie. Wife Pam Van Sant. That name Treat, there's something more with that. Probably synced up with Halloween or something. So Gil, I'm assuming it's Gil Williams. Let me put Gil, how they're just saying Gil. Let's see if we get like a 30. They said it was Route 30 or whatever. Look, father dead in the year 23. Gil equals 23. Crash equals 22 like Gil. You see that? What are the odds? And again, if it's, oh, okay, it's numbers, man. It's numbers, man. Okay, well then let's go down that route and let's open that door. All right? There's been deception. Okay? So let's just put Williams in now with it and see. Gil, Will, the language. Look at that 57 right there. Gil Williams with the 57 even. Oh, it's not on that. Oh, that's okay because I'll go over here. Gil Williams equals 57. And look, Dr. Andy Brown, 57. That's what that's the role he played in Everwood. And I know there's another 57 lingering that was right actor 57. actor 57 right there. And I really think there's one more 57. And I think I missed that 57 in the presentation. Vermont crash 57. Vermont crash 57. You know, I mean, even if they say the last name isn't Williams, we know it is. Right? And today is Sunday, right? 78, like Gil Williams. This is trending. Now I see 2 people in here when the decode's over. That's fine. I'm happy. Oh, so 2 down to 1. So we know one person's real watching. That's all good. This came together super sweet. And sympathy with the victims. And sympathy with victims.
Ryan Koss, who hit and killed his father last June, and forgave him in this Vermont courtroom.
And just say that I do forgive you, and I hope you forgive yourself. And I don't want you to go to prison.
Koss will not be going to prison after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor of negligent operation that resulted in death. He was trying to make a left turn on Route 30 in Dorset,
Dad's
Vermont,
birthday
when
leaves
he
30
hit
days.
the actor who was riding his motorcycle. Koss.
Negligent operation. Is that what he said? Negligent equals 42. Brain surgeon right there with the 42nd prime. Nothing amazing.
Who has no criminal history, knew Williams through Vermont's theater community.
And it was my responsibility to avoid that from happening, especially to Pam, Gil, and Abby. I'm so sorry.
For my healing and for my family, I had to do this.
Gil's final message to the driver who's forever changed his family was this:
You just weren't looking, and you were negligent.
The world
and
stage.
incompetent that day. And that's as far as my anger with this goes, because I know you didn't mean to.
Hopefully the video's playing, man. I don't know what happened the other day when I could hear the video and it was playing and everything, but then it didn't. There was no volume in the playback. That was the Jennifer Lopez decode on the Math2Con 2 channel. But okay, appreciate y'all. Is there anything else in this article? Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else in this article real quick. And then we can call it a decode. And let me go back to over here. Let's do that one right there. Let me scan. Oh, okay. So Koss was turning left into a parking lot, and it was a Honda SUV that hit him. Okay, and I need still Dorset as well, right? The town or whatever. I want to look at that. So let's enter this right here, SUV. Honda SUV. I noticed the 32 again. Let me just do SUV. There's that 62 I've seen again, but let me just match. Honda SUV, 40 like Gil, 32 like Crash. You see that? And, oh, I wanted to do just SUV. SUV, 62 like Brain Surgeon, and 19 like Treat. Okay, 62 like Sacrifice, 19 like Chaos. All right, so we'll end it there. Nice slides. All right, y'all. Hopefully everything, anybody who watches this later, shout out to y'all. We are in Arizona. Now on March 10th, 2024, 1:30 a.m. All right, I took a nap. I'll probably come back with another one and then maybe another nap, or a nap and then another one, something like that. But I had the presentation for y'all. Driver pleads guilty to reduced charge in Vermont crash, and this is all coming about, connected with that year 23 last year. So a Vermont crash that killed actor Treat Williams. And there's probably more with that name, Treat. I don't know. I'm just thinking of Halloween. But other than that, I don't see any Halloween connection. I don't know. Appreciate y'all. Okay. Until next time.